Hello, everyone, and welcome to the EV Geek podcast. And today we are doing our review and install portion of our channel. We have two chargers here from Mplus. So Mplus sent us these chargers, one to test them out, see what we thought about them. And actually, if you stay around to the end of the video, we have a special treat for those who stay around towards the end of the video. So what do we have here special? What are we looking at?
All right, so we have this one is a 16 amp charger, and I believe it's level 2 or level 1.
Okay.
And then this one is a 50 amp charger, allegedly. We'll see.
50 amp, yep.
We'll talk about that here in a minute.
Yep.
But
Yep.
Let's start with this one.
Yep.
So
it did come in wrapped in a lot of plastic. Yeah, we took a lot of the plastic off. It was very well packed when we got it from Mplus.
So coming in here, you've got a pretty basic, design. It's kind of more of a portable design, but it does come with, if I can get it off, a wall mount bracket, which is nice.
Yep.
And it comes with a holster for your J-plug.
Awesome.
It also has a built-in rubber cover for the plug, which is cool.
Yep. We'll have to worry about losing it.
Good cookie latch. Honestly, this is this is the 16 amp version. It makes sense. This is a pretty thin handle.
Yep.
It's not bad. So this being the 16 amp version, so this is a 240 volt, 20 amp plug, but it does come with a 240 to 120 adapter.
And that's what we're going to be using later.
And this is what we're going to try it out with, just because we don't have an actual 20 amp outlet here.
Okay.
So that's cool.
Yep.
So other than that, really, it comes with some mounting hardware, and it comes with a bag.
Yes, it does.
Which I'm not going to go and pull that out yet. Yep. But other than that, I mean,
some instructions,
pretty straightforward.
On how to do it. I guess the QR code on how to do it from Mplus.
Yeah, and then just like a little card that tells you what it is.
Yep.
And then mounting hardware. So other than that, it's pretty straightforward. All
right, so that is the 110. Let's hop on over here to the other one here.
So this one looks very similar. Got the same, style design, kind of. Got the big chunky box with it. Does have a button. We'll see how it all works when we
This one had a home button too as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Same wall dock, same J-plug holster.
Same screws, just longer.
Same pretty thin whatever. This cable though is noticeably thicker than that one.
Yes.
And our NEMA 1450.
Yep.
Otherwise, it comes with a bag. Comes with the same screws. Actually comes with more screws. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Yep. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get these out of the box. We're going to head over to the charger. We're actually going to plug these into an ID4, which is at about 15% charge, actually 10% charge. We just got done testing that on out. So we'll head over there to our plugs, get them installed, and see what we can do with these things. All right, we are back. We are also another huge shout out. We're going to pan around here. This is Evolve Auto. Huge shout out to Evolve Auto. They're letting us borrow his, he's letting us borrow his 220 outlet over here to charge. Bunch of Teslas in here, y'all, for y'all to come check out. This is the ID4 that we just got done reviewing. We're going to be using that to practice charge. All right, so what do we got going on here?
All right, so we got our 1450 plug, so we should just need to plug it in. Cool. And
it defaults to 40
it's alive. It defaulted to 40 amp.
That's what you want it to do.
I was nervous when it said 50 amp on the box.
Yeah, it's a 50 amp on the box, but it defaulted 40, which is good. You don't want to be blowing circuits out in your house and things like that.
Because on a 50 amp outlet, you're only supposed to use continuous 80%
Yeah,
load.
and it also gives us the temperature too, which is really cool.
Interesting. 244 volts.
And you can set a timer on it. It looks like you set a timer.
Current set. Press and hold. Yep. Ooh.
There you go. So your current set to 40, okay.
You can adjust it up to 50 though.
So, yeah. But it looks like it did default to 40, which is good.
Yeah.
So we're not the one to do that.
So don't do it to 50.
Don't do it to 50.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Unless you're like have an electrician, actually hardwiring this to your house, not using a plug.
Yes.
Don't do it to 50. And remember, if you do a 50 amp, if you have it set to 50 amp, you have to have it on a 60 or 70 amp circuit.
Yep.
80%.
So if you get this, or I think you have the option of buying a 40 watt online. Just get the 40 watt, or the 40 amp. I mean, not 40 watt. Get the 40 amp.
And so you would have it kind of
mounted. Yep.
Mounted. The plug's maybe not in the correct orientation for it, but yeah, temperature's gone down some. I don't know what that means.
It's in Celsius.
It's in Celsius too, but that's fine.
Yep.
All right, so let's plug it in.
Yep. Plenty left, long enough cord here to get us to the.
It's a thick cord. I'm curious to know how this would behave in the winter.
Yeah. So if you had to charge outdoor in the winter, it'd be interesting to see what how well this cord would hold up. But it's plenty long enough. What do you think? It's about 16 feet, 12 feet, 15 feet probably.
Something like that.
Yep.
All right. So push it open. I do like that spring assisted.
Yep. All right. So we
Got a
are
white
charging. So we're going to walk around and see what's going on in here in the car.
All right, green. Now we're charging.
It lit up green. We are charging. All right. So it looks like it says we are charging at 26 miles an hour.
8.5 kilowatts.
8.5 kilowatts. So
40 amp.
40 amp. There we go.
Right on it.
So 8.5. This looks like it'll take us, ends at 6:44 according to this. So at 6:44 p.m. we will be up to 80%.
So 5 hours and 40 minutes to go from 15% to 80%.
Which is not bad. It even went, yep, it's hitting between 8.5 and 9 kilowatts. So let's kind of go out here and look at the actual charger itself and see what kind of readings we're getting off that. So as you see, it's lighting up green at the bottom.
Showing actually here we're doing 9.3 kilowatt.
Yep.
Cool.
240
It's
volts.
dispensed 0.13 kilowatt hour.
Yep.
Been plugged in for a minute.
Yep.
I mean, cool. It's doing 38.8 amps. It seems to fluctuate a lot, but that might be normal.
Yep.
I might just not know that.
Yep.
But I mean, cool. It works.
Yep.
And stopping the charge should be as easy as every other level too.
So yeah, we're going to go in here and stop the charge.
Press the button.
Yep. We thought it was. Maybe a 94 issue.
What do you have to have the key?
It says it's not. Yeah, it says it's.
Where do you have to have the key to unlock the port?
I don't know. We're gonna.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. We'll keep it plugged in, but we will figure out. It's probably sitting on the ID4. I know on my key, you have to hit the unlock button for it to stop charging. So we'll grab the key. But so yeah, thank you Mplus for sending us this charger. There is a link in the description to their Amazon store if you're interested in this 40 amp charger. As always, when you're getting these kind of chargers installed, as Sebastian stated before, you want to have a licensed electrician come out and install this because they know the correct software, they know the correct hardware and tools and connections to use specific for EVs. All right, we're going to hop on over and try the 110 on the 110 outlet. We're actually going to try that on a Tesla. So we'll see y'all here in a minute. All right, we are back. We have moved to another area. We're actually going to charge on this awesome black looking Tesla. Let's see what this is before we head on out. Let's see what Colin is selling here. This is a Tesla Model 3, 2021 Tesla Model 3. It's with the white interior. I love the white on black. It's so cool. So yeah.
I think it's a performance.
Oh yes, it is. Let's check. It is a, no, I think this is the stealth
Okay,
one.
it's got the stripe under. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, maybe the performance. You're right, or maybe the stealth one. You know, they made those stealth models.
Oh yeah,
and
I forgot about
he's
that.
selling one of the stealth models, and I think this is the stealth model. It's like a poor man's performance, is what we call
Yeah.
it. All right, so he's over here.
So we've got our 240 to 120 adapter.
Yep.
And so we're gonna just
So
plug
this is
her
what
in.
you could use if you just have a standard wall outlet at your house. Don't need more than 20, 30 miles a day, I would say.
Now, it's defaulting to 16 amp, which is higher than the outlet can support.
Okay.
So, because this is only a 15 amp outlet.
Yep.
And
So
a
we
15 amp plug.
If we want to go down. All right, we have everything connected now. Charge port door is open. So let's plug it on in. All right. Our light's green, which means we are charging. If you look inside here. All right. It tells us we're charging at 13 amp. Our charge limit is 225 miles, so it's already past our charge. So now we're gonna just do this one-time charge only. We had to move it up to 100% because it's already at that charge level. All right. Looks like to go from about 80 to 100%, looking at about 9 hours and 25 minutes. Like I said, this is just a 110 charger, 13 amps. We're getting 2 miles an hour. So like I said, these chargers are great if you don't travel a long distance, if you just need to get, like I said, you just need to get 10 to 20, 25% each day. You can plug it at night, be charged to where you need to go at the beginning. So it's gonna pop out here and kind of see the settings on the charger. So Sebastian, what are the settings look like on the charger?
1534 watt. Now, I believe technically it's supposed to be 12 amp.
Okay, gotcha, okay.
Is what is supposed to be for a 15 amp outlet.
Okay.
But it is doing what it says, and you can, I'm not going to hit it because I might accidentally start charging.
Yep.
But, I mean, it says it's been charging 35 seconds. It's dispensed 0.01 kilowatt hour because it's 120 volts. It's going to take a while.
Yep. 2
but
miles, 2 miles an hour is what it said in there. Yep.
Yep. But, I mean, it's charging.
Yep. It's all right. All right, so special little treat for those of you who watch the podcast. So this charger that Sebastian is holding now, Sebastian, go ahead and plug it. Yeah. So that charger Sebastian's holding up now, we are actually going to give this away to one of our lucky listeners. So in the description of this video, you're going to find a link to a Google form. Fill out that form, and sometime within the next couple weeks, I would say before October 15th, we're going to do a drawing for this Mplus charger. You can always head over to Mplus and check out their Amazon store. I'll also be a link in our show notes. But yeah, fill out that form, and some lucky owner is going to get this charger. Any final thoughts on any of these chargers, Sebastian, before we go?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a pretty basic EVSE. I'm assuming they're not very expensive.
Yep.
So, I mean, if it fits your needs, maybe go check it out.
Gotcha. And we were really impressed too that has the brackets too, so you can mount them onto the wall. My one at home, my wife's car does not have that. So, all right, thank you all for joining the podcast today. We'll see you in our next episode. So long, everyone.